A lot of the products that we make them right here on site. This is a rub that we've actually developed here at John Mull's Meat and Roadkill Grill. We call it the rib rub. Well, it's been about 22 hours. I think it's time to check smokehouse. Boom! Now that's some smoke. You see how nice and moist they are? Let's go ahead and cut them into little squares. And that is a roadkill burn-in. Nice and tender, flavor's right. Oh, I love these, man. This is all day, baby. One of the most popular products that we have are burn-ins. Now, we do our burn-ins a little bit differently than everybody else. Most people use the point off of the brisket, which is very fatty. Sometimes there's some meat and no meat. What we started doing about 5 years ago is using chuck flap. This is chuck flap. It's basically off the front quarter of the beef. There's only one piece per side, so you only end up with two off of a whole beef. It's pretty well marbled, so it's nice and tender. It's got enough fat to give you some texture and a lot of flavor. We actually inject it with a marinade. We get a uniform seasoning all the way through the meat. Once we put it through that, we'll rub it down, and this will be the finished product that we're gonna have before it goes in the smokehouse. So this is a Pro Max injector. As you can see, this is our marinade down here, and what it does is it vacuums it up into the machine, and these little needles actually inject each and every one of these burn ends. There's 32 needles that actually puncture about every inch on that burn end. So we've actually pulled our burn ends out of that Pro Max injector. You can see the little perforation on here. The marinade's penetrated everything. Now we're gonna go ahead and rub them down. Now this rub is this is a rub that we've actually developed here at John Mull's Meat and Roadkill Grill. We call it the rib rub. What we're gonna do is just put it on pretty liberally, rub it in. We're gonna do all sides of the meat. And we generally do this in a big tumbler, a big vat, but just to make it a little bit more for show, we're gonna go ahead and do it by hand. So this is what the finished product would look like before it goes in the smokehouse. Now we're gonna put this in the smokehouse after it's been rubbed for about 22 hours. We're gonna smoke it with pecan wood. So that's our next step. So once we get that done, we'll take it out and we'll show you what it looks like on the finished product. Well, it's been about 22 hours. I think it's time to check smokehouse. We'll take these burn ends out, cut them up, give you a good look at what you're missing out on here at the Roadkill Grill. Boom! Now that's some smoke. Now I'm tearing up, not because of the smoke, just because of the taste. I'm just eager to try these. So we actually wrap these in saran wrap when they reach 165 degrees. The reason why we do that is just to hold the humidity in. We're just gonna cut these directly off the smoker. You see how nice and moist they are? Here's our rub on the outside. Let's go ahead and cut them into little squares. And that is a roadkill burn-in. Now we'll actually hit them with brown sugar and honey before we actually serve them. But even like this, we'll let Jeremy try it, see how he likes it. One for Max and one for Tommy.
Why don't you try one real quick?
Oh yeah. Oh, I love these, man. This is all day, baby. Nice and tender. Flavor's right. That's what we're looking for, consistency. So you've seen it here. Not only do we make salami in John Mull's Meat, but we make the best burn-ins at the Roadkill Grill. Come on down and try it.